Is a show business icon, and now the legendary singer, entertainer, and actress can add producer to her resume. That's because she's involved in a colorful, very colorful new show opening on Broadway this Sunday. It is called Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the musical.
The cast performed on the Plaza earlier today, and as you can see, the show is filled with outrageous costumes, over-the-top production numbers, and songs from the 70s and 80s. And best of all, it has Bette Midler behind it.
Well, hello, Bette.
Hello.
All right, this show, I went on Wednesday, and I sat I wasn't sure what to expect. I have to tell you, it felt like a mini concert because everywhere you looked around the theater, everyone was singing full voice. What experience do you want people to walk away with from this?
I want them to have a great evening in the theater. I think it's highly, highly entertaining. It's way over the top. It's outrageous. The clothes are fantastic. The performances are out of this world. Everybody in the cast is sensational, and it has very familiar songs. You know, I mean, it's songs from, I hate to say, a certain generation.
Yeah.
But the songs that are really lively and upbeat, and so you leave the theater feeling great, which is wonderful. And it's touching too. You know, it has a very kind of wonderful story at the heart of it about a guy who's on his way to see the son that he doesn't really know, to get to know his son. And so there's a lot of kind of a wholesome quality to it, even though it's about people who are basically on the outside at this time.
Right.
Yeah.
And producer is a new mantle for you. How was that?
Well, you know, I always
Broadway
produce my own shows,
right.
And so this is a little bit of a new thing for me. But I really feel like I stepped in a pile of great, big, you know, of flowers, because this was a hit in Sydney. It was a huge hit in London, and when I saw it, I recognized immediately that people were going to love it here. So the only reason they asked me on was, you know, they wanted to know, well, where would you trim? What would you do? Would you make it a little more American? What would you blah blah blah? And so I gave notes and everything. And I've seen it many, many times, and I've said what I have to say. But I think all in all, everybody working on it is so devoted to it and believes in it so much. I really have a lot of confidence in it.
Now, a lot of people are familiar with the movie from back in the day. Yeah. Well, those people who know the movie very well, when they look at this, how will it compare?
I think it's well, first of all, there's much more music in it, and secondly, it's not quite. It's got a little more heart than the other one.
Yeah.
It's got actually considerable more heart.
Yeah.
Because the Broadway audience, the typical Broadway audience, wants to be able to, you know, be moved and have laughs and have tears, a little bit of everything when they pay that high ticket price. So I think they've managed to do it all.
When you're watching this, I know you've been watching it from the audience. Do you want to just pop up on stage, because this is so you? That's what I can, right?
It's all I can do to keep myself in my seat. I've seen it so many times now. I know where I could slot myself in.
Yeah.
I know which costumes would fit me.
And speaking about costumes, Bette, the costume changes on this show will blow your mind. I got to be honest, I'm not usually into that stuff. I don't know the things that they get into and out of it like that.
Extraordinary.
How many are there?
There's hundreds of costumes. And one of the charming things about this show is that the chorus, the small players play many parts.
Yeah.
And one of the joys after you've seen it 14, 15 times is to see who's going around playing all these different parts, and they're all really brilliant in each part that they play. And so the three leads are always supported by this tremendous cast. It's really great. I think it's a real tour de force.
Who's the biggest diva amongst all these?
I don't think there's no attitude in this group. I think I'm the biggest diva. There's no attitude. They really like each other. They seem to be very familial. They seem to really get along great with each other. I mean, who knows what's going to happen once the reviews are in and it's either a hit or it's not a hit. Well, I mean, I think it has a real shot.
If you are joyful, and I have to say, at the end, people were. This is how I always judge a show. From the time that the show was over to the second it takes for people to stand up, it was instantaneous. Like everyone jumped up, and then it became like a little dance party.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go and just kick your heels up and enjoy yourself,
I really do.
It's
think
a place
so.
to.
I think so.
Bette, good luck, and good luck on
Thank
opening
you.
night. We can't
I'm very
wait.
excited.
We wish you good reviews.
Thank you.